Hello everyone, the doctor is in, back for another video review. Today I'll be reviewing animated leader class Megatron, and I've been meaning to do an animated figure for a while. I just haven't. I've been Beast Wars heavy lately, so I figured I'd change it up and do an animated figure. In general, the animated line, I was a little skeptical at first. It really grew on me, and the toys I think are great. And I think the aesthetic is fantastic. You know, the facial features of the robots, and just their look in general. They have a lot of character, and the line has really grown on me. I really like the line as a whole. So enough about that. Let's get on with Leader Class Megatron. This is one of my favorite figures from the line. And one more thing I do want to say about the figures is that, for the most part, their transformations are somewhat simple, but they're intuitive and really cool. And that is one thing I really like about this line, and especially like this figure here. You'll see that the transformation is not it's not all that involved, but I think it's really cool. I mean, you see more or less no kibble in this. I mean, you could tell if you hold him like this that, yeah, these are his legs and there's his chest, and these are probably his arms. But I mean, you know, to the layman's eye, I mean, you really don't see any robot kibble at all. So it does have a few gimmicks. First, you know, the helicopter blades. You have to manually spin them, and they'll spin simultaneously. It is kind of neat. However, I think it would have been just a touch better if they had maybe a button or something that would activate them instead of you having to turn them like this. And maybe there's another way to turn it, which I don't think there is. But so next is the sound effects. There's a little Decepticon symbol on the underneath part. If you press it in this mode, you get the helicopter sounds and the lights. You can see there. And then you have the fusion cannon underneath that does fire. It can fire two different ways. You can push the button here underneath, or you can simply move the barrel here, and it'll fire. If you press the button, it'll activate the back part of the gun, and you need to just pull that back to reload it. And the first part of the transformation will just basically pull off the cannon like so, and that'll reveal his head. The first thing that we'll do is, you hear the transformation sound there. Get the cockpit back, and then mine's pretty tight, but you have to grab, and so you have to grab the black piece on the inside right there, and then slide this. See how mine's difficult to do? You just slide that back, and then you can push it back here and out of the way. And then we'll take the helicopter blade just to get them out of the way. They do turn into swords, and then you can, in the robot mode, he can hold both the swords if you like, or you can just store them back here, and you can see already that they're swords. But we'll come around back to the front, and the first thing that we'll do is pull these panels out on both sides. You see the little wheels here, the helicopter wheels. Will turn that in 90 degrees, and then the wheel part actually turns again. It kind of conceals it. Do that again on this side, like so, and then you're going to rotate this 180 degrees. Same with this side. Separate the legs and open the feet, like so, and then we can put these panels down into place like that. You can see we're pretty much almost done already. Just going to unfold the elbows, lift the part of the forearm, and then you can flip out the robot fist. They do rotate 360 degrees, We'll do that with this side as well. And this figure has awesome articulation just about everywhere. The features in this mode, you've already heard the transformation sound, and it does it both ways when you transform it back into the helicopter. Oh, I forgot to put his fusion cannon. It's the most important part here. His fusion cannon will fit right on his forearm, locked into place, and obviously it'll still fire. And then you can take one of the blades, you can flip out the handle. This is what attaches it into that slot there, and then you can just flip that out and then put it there, and there you have his sword. And like I said, you can take the other one off and put it in his other arm if you want him to have two swords. And obviously his gimmick, he does have 3 phrases. If you just press his Decepticon symbol, and you can see his mouth move at the same time. And my favorite one, I love that one. And that's pretty much it, and you see his eyes light up. So I can't really fault it very much. The only thing, like I said, I wish to turn the helicopter blades, I wish they had a button instead of turning them manually. And it would have been cool if this cockpit opened and closes, but it doesn't. But I mean, those are minor things, really. If you can get your hands on this toy, I highly recommend it. There's probably still some Shadow Blade Megatrons out on the shelves still. If you can get your hands on them, this is a great toy. It's one of the best Megatrons, in my opinion. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review. I highly recommend this figure. This is Dr. Prime. The Doctor is out.